Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to 2015 Mustang Volleyball. We are here in Bayard this evening, where the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs have traveled to take on the Bayard Tigers. A pair of winless teams on the season. One of them will leave tonight with an even record at 1-1. Glad to have you along with us here on Sheridan County Journal Star.net of coverage of Mustang Volleyball 2015. We'll step aside for a word from our sponsors, and we will be back with some starting lineups and some other pregame activities after a word from our sponsors.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang Football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods. Well, say thank you to sponsors of tonight's action. It is because of these folks we're able to make these long road trips, travel down here to bring you some great volleyball action here this evening. Proudly celebrating over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community, that is the First National Bank of Gordon. Husker Auto Parts is your local CarQuest dealer, offering a wide selection of CarQuest parts and CarQuest accessories. Stop in at 221 North Main Street in Gordon and ask about their fall bulk oil sale, or you can call them at 282-2100. Family owned since 1932. Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And it is that time of year, folks. It's time to get out and winterize your home and your yard before it's too late. Buck and the gang at True Value of Gordon have everything that you'll need right there in downtown Gordon. Come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy our welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot is always on. Hins Home Furnishings invites you to come and see our completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily, and they have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and a whole lot more. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. And remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision Center for all of your vision needs. Whether you just need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time at the Gordon Vision Center in downtown Gordon. And here's a nifty idea. Keep your car, trade in your loan. Refinancing with Bob Alcorn of State Farm Bank could save you hundreds. Before high car payments get you down, give us an opportunity to help bring them down with great rates and no closing costs or hidden fees. Get to a better state. See Bob at 127 North Main Street in Gordon, or you can call 308-282-2080. Grocery Mart is your full-service grocery store with that personal hometown atmosphere, located right there in downtown Gordon. Accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all of your accounting and tax needs and a whole lot more. Give her a call at 282-0842 or stop by her office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. And it pays to have an accountant on your side. And Essence provides beautiful fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion, as well as a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including reclaimed metal products like letters and mirrors, as well as Bam Jam all-natural bamboo speakers. No wires, no batteries. Stop in and see them for yourself at Essence, 117 North Main Street in Gordon. And, of course, say thanks to our video sponsors this evening, Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville, Modern Farm Equipment, and Gordon Superfoods, and, of course, the Sheridan County Journal Star. I'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that we have a great partnership with Great Plains Communications. They will be rebroadcasting our broadcasts on Great Plains Channel 2, the local access channel, and here is the upcoming schedule for the volleyball match versus Shadron, Gordon-Rushville football versus Valentine, and the football game versus Kimball. As you can see there, the Shadron volleyball match televised 8 p.m. on Thursday, Saturday, Monday, and next Wednesday. The Valentine football game at 9 o'clock p.m. following the Shadron volleyball match on Thursday, Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. And then the opening game win by the Mustangs against the Kimball Longhorns, 8 o'clock p.m. on Friday, September 11th. That's tomorrow, Sunday, September 13th, and Tuesday, September 15th. While we're talking schedules, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for these Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Tonight, of course, here in Bayard, this Saturday, the Mustangs will be hosting their Gordon-Rushville invite. I don't know exactly what teams are going to be there, but if you're looking for some good volleyball action, stop in over at the high school. It'll be an all-day event. Stop in and support your Mustangs on Saturday. Mustangs then play on the road for several games. We'll bring you the Crawford game. That's September 24th. That is 2 weeks from tonight. We'll travel to Crawford to bring you the Mustangs and the Crawford Rams. And then we'll be back in action again October 5th when Hay Springs comes to town, and again on October 8th against Bennett County. That is the upcoming broadcast schedule. Again, we won't be broadcasting all of these games. This is the entire schedule. But our next broadcast will be September 24th at Crawford. And, of course, we'll be in action again tomorrow night as the Mustangs travel to Bridgeport. Big game, the undefeated 2-0 Gordon-Rushville Mustangs on the road to face their stiffest test of the season as they take on the Bridgeport Bulldogs. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, September 11th from Bridgeport. Back here in Bayard, 8 minutes and 24 seconds left in the pregame. We'll step aside and let you enjoy some pregame activities here. We'll be back with the starting lineups in just a moment here on Sheridan County Journal Star.net coverage of Mustang Volleyball 2015. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. First, for your Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, they come into tonight's game looking for their first win after an opening night loss to the Sheridan Cardinals. Sheridan, an outstanding volleyball team. They swept the Mustangs in 3 straight sets. So the Mustangs come in here tonight looking for their first win of the season. They'll send their starting 6 onto the floor this evening. Number 1, Shania Friesman, is a junior. Number 2, Carly Hinn, also a junior. Number 3 is Ashton Sassy. She is a senior. Number 4, Kenna Campbell, a junior. Number 11, Josie Perez, another talented junior. And rounding out the starting 6, number 27, that is Keely Campbell, and she is a senior. For the Bayard Tigers tonight, they also come into tonight's match with a record of 0-1 as they lost to Morrill 3-1 in their first match of the season. Tonight's starting 6 for the Bayard Tigers. Number 1 is Cassandra Mormon. She is a senior. Number 2, Kylie Stewart, the freshman, getting the start this evening. Number 4 is Avery Kildow, a sophomore. Number 5 is Maya Vera, a senior. Number 12, Kaylee Fiskus, also a senior. And number 18, Lauren Peterson, and she is a junior. Those are the starting lineups. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go before the first serve of tonight's match between the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Bayard Tigers. And just a note to pass along to you, we had, of course, played a Sides and Milburn commercial for you, and apparently Chris Heiser has been busy there at Sides and Milburn and says the commercials that we have for him tonight are out of date, so we won't be sharing those commercials with you this evening. But be aware that Sides and Milburn Ford is definitely a full season video sponsor. Glad to have them along with us through the entire volleyball and football season this year. One thing we will draw to your attention, if you're on Twitter, feel free to send out a tweet and include the @SC Journal Star handle. Our server will pick that up, and we'd like to know where you're watching from and who you're watching with. So send that in, and when we get a chance during a break between games, we'll run that Twitter feed, and we'd like to let everybody know who's watching and where they're watching from, and we'll try to make that a regular part of our broadcast as we go forward, and do that again tomorrow night as well. So fire off those tweets, include the handle @SC Journal Star, and we'll like to air your tweets as we go through tonight's game. Just about 3.5 minutes before the start of this one. We'll step aside one more time and be back with the start of tonight's action after this.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. The gold standard has been raised. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Just taking a look at our statistics here. Our viewers got a good audience already. Glad to have all of you here with us. And like to remind you that these videos of all of our games will stay on our website for your viewing enjoyment for an awful long time here. So if you miss part of the match, or if you know someone who's missed it or want to go back and rewatch it at a later date, just go right on back to SheridanCountyJournalStar.net, and those videos stay up there for a good long time for you to watch and enjoy at your leisure. And also, if you're not a subscriber to the Sheridan County Journal Star, you absolutely should be. And the Sheridan County Journal Star, of course, is available as an online edition, extremely convenient for you to access all the news that is news in Sheridan County anywhere, anytime from your laptop, desktop, or mobile device. Check it out at SheridanCountyJournalStar.net/subscriptions. Just about a minute left to go in the pregame here. Should be ready for national anthem, introduction of the starting lineups, and ready for game time action. Let's run through those starters one more time before we get started here. For the Mustangs tonight, it'll be Shania Friesman, Carly Hinn, Ashton Sassy, Kenna Campbell, Josie Perez, and Keely Campbell, the starters for the Mustangs. And for the Bayard Tigers, starters tonight, Cassandra Mormon, Kylie Stewart, Avery Kildow, Maya Vera, Kaylee Fiskus, and Lauren Peterson. It sounds like we are ready to go. Not sure if our microphone will pick up the public address announcer, but you've got the starting lineups. Looks like we're ready for the national anthem.
All right, hey, welcome to tonight's game between the Bayard Lady Tigers and the Gordon-Rushville Lady Mustangs. Would all please stand with me? We're going to be treated to the national anthem being sung by a pair of sisters, Lauren and Shelley Peterson. Thank you.
National anthem performed by a pair of Bayard Tigers, Shaylee Peterson and her sister Lauren Peterson. And now ready for the starting lineups.
Number 2, a junior, Carly Hinn.
Let's switch microphones here and see if we can pick up the PA announcer for you here with these starting lineups.
Junior, Kenna Campbell. Number 11, a junior, Josie Perez. And number 27, a senior, Keely Campbell. Coaches Jim Campbell and Stephanie Lovell. Welcome, girls. Now for hometown Lady Tigers. We have number 1, a senior, Cassandra Mormon. Number 2, a freshman, Kylie Stewart. Number 4, a sophomore, Avery Kildow. Number 5, a senior, Maya Vera. Number 12, a senior, Kaylee Fiskus. Number 18, a junior, Lauren Peterson. And number 10, a junior, Emily Dorina.
Well, there are the starting lineups for both teams as we are broadcasting from directly behind the Bayard Tiger cheering section here, and we apologize for getting some folks into your camera angle there. We'll try to keep that to a minimum as we go along this evening. And like to share a special thank you to our camera person here tonight, the lovely and talented Berkeley Haig, giving you all of these fabulous video views of tonight's volleyball action. I'm Clint Anderson, glad to be bringing you coverage of Mustang Volleyball 2015. We are just about ready to get this one underway here from Bayard. As we said earlier, both these teams looking for their first win, as Gordon-Rushville swept by the Sheridan Cardinals in their first match, and the Bayard Tigers fell to the Morrill Lions 3-1 in their first match. Just about ready to get things underway. Kenna Campbell back to serve things up for the Mustangs to get things started and get things going. Kenna has the ball. She's got the go-ahead from the referee, and we are underway. Kenna with the serve, and that was fielded that time. They'll set it up and blocked at the net by the Mustangs. Dugout. Kenna Shania Friesman sends it over. Blocked. Cassandra Mormon net, but I'm not sure it had the length to get over top way, and so right out of the gate, the Bayard Tigers with the early 1-0 lead. Kylie Stewart now back to serve it up as the young freshman with a good serve that time, and that is an ace for the Tigers as they lead it now 2-0 on the ace serve by Kylie Stewart. Keely Campbell, good drive that time at dugout. Freshman is early going here. Keely Campbell in the back row. So back to volleyball action here. 12-6. Bayard leaves it by 6 as Kildow with the serve. That one is set on the serve by Perez. Kenna Campbell sends that one across quickly. Here's Stewart, blocked at the net by the Mustangs. They send it back across, and now we've got a net violation on the Mustangs. Friesman and Kenna Campbell back up there at the net. They're going to say they got in it, and it's 13-6. 7-point Bayard Tiger lead. Sierra Anderson fields it. Kenna Campbell sets it up. This is Josie Perez. Sharp angle that time, drops it over, but Stewart there to dig it out. Stewart on the attack over the blockers. Kenna Campbell with the big swing and can't get it to clear the net. And another Mustang error. 14-6 now is the score in favor of the Bayard Tigers. Kenna takes the pass, and Carly Hinn's going to have to free this one over. Here's the attack this time by the Tigers, but dugout. Josie Perez has that one blocked at the net, and the Mustangs can't get anything to fall their way as they trail it now 15-6 here in the first set. That one's going to fall over for an ace. Nice serve that time by Avery Kildow, and that is the third ace of this first set by the Tigers. They lead it now by 10 at 16-6. Avery Kildow serves it again. This one low and hard. Good to receive that time by Perez. They get it across. Now Bayard having trouble, and the Mustangs will stop the bleeding as they pick up a point here, 16-7. Keely Campbell going to come in to replace Sierra Anderson. And back to serve now is Kenna Campbell. So Keely in to play the front row. Kenna Campbell serves it up. Good serve by Kenna that time. Kildow with the set and the tip try, but saved. Great job by Kenna Campbell that time. And here's Mormon, and the Mustangs won't be able to return that one. And back to the 10-point lead at 17-7. This will put Kylie Stewart back to serve. Kenna Campbell sets it up, and Shania Friesman bumps that one over. They'll set it up. This is Vera this time on the attack. That one's sent across, joust at the net, and Shania Friesman in the net that time as she went up to do battle. And it's 18-7. The lead has swelled to 11 in this first set. Josie Perez fields that one. Friesman with the high reach to get to that one, sends it across. Another attack, but a good block that time by Friesman. And there's Keely Campbell to clean it up and knock that one down. Keely Campbell gets the kill that time, pulls the Mustangs back within 10, but it's 18-8. And the Mustangs need to find some offense in a hurry here if they're going to keep this first set close. So Josie Perez now to serve for the Mustangs. Perez with a jump serve, sends that one across, back to the net, tipped down. Bayard is ready for it. That was not a good set that time as Maya Vera couldn't get to it, falls on the Bayard side, and the Mustangs now with 2 straight points, back within single digits at 18-9. Good serve receive that time, and here's Vera, punches that one across. Another tip try, and that one's going to fall on the Mustangs side. The Mustangs just out of sync here defensively. It's 19-9. Bayard with the lead. Now into the game comes Kaylee Fiskus, along with Emily DeRemus to serve. Ashton Sassy fields it. Kenna Campbell sets it up for Hinn. Hinn with the drive. DeRemus digs it out, set it up in the middle for Fiskus, and she whiffed on it. And a Mustang point. 19-10. Mustangs running out of opportunities here in a hurry as now Shania Friesman will step back to serve this up. Shania's got a good jump serve. See if she can get that thing working. DeRemus fields it. Kildau with the set. Vera with the attack, but it's dug out by Hinn. Hinn on the attack. Again, that's DeRemus. Back row attack that time and just barely over the net. Mustangs there. Here's Hinn, and that one's blocked right back in her face that time. Good block by Lauren Peterson at the net with the solo block. Knocks that one right back over on the Mustang side. It's 20-10. That one just falls over. And here's Keely Campbell, sends it to the back corner. DeRemus will send it up, and Vera will send it across. And now some confusion as finally Friesman sends it over. No attack that time by the Mustangs. Here's Fiskus on the attack, and a great play by Ashton Sassy to get that one to go over the net. Here's Vera with the tip try, and it falls in just in front of Kenna Campbell, 21-10. And in the second timeout of the set going to be called by Coach Kim Campbell. Mustangs trail this one 21-10. Come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision Center for all of your vision needs. Whether you just need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time at the Gordon Vision Center. And this game is brought to you by Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance. Bob specializes in farm and ranch insurance. You can stop in and see him at 127 North Main Street in Gordon. So the Mustangs not at all in sync here to start this match this evening as they looked not very sharp against Shadron, but that was against an outstanding Shadron team. They played much better in the second set. And we'll see if they can do that here this evening. Here is Josie Perez on the attack, sends it to the back row. Now the attack in the middle by Fiskus, dug out by Kenna Campbell. Keely Campbell with the set. Josie Perez sends it across. Joust at the net, and what are we going to say? Point Mustangs. I think that was Carly Hinn up there doing battle. Took the officials just a little bit to decide what it was that had happened. And the Mustangs get the point. It's 21-11. Keely Campbell on the serve. Drops that one over nicely. Kildau sets it back for Stewart. Dug out by the Mustangs. Here's Hinn with a long attack well beyond the end line and out of bounds. 22-11. Here's Anderson in for Campbell, Keeley Campbell. 22-11. Maya Vera in to serve. The senior with an ace serve. And now 4 aces for the Bayard Tigers in the first set. They lead it now 23-11. Quick attack that time by Kenna Campbell. The Tigers ready for it, and Sierra Anderson can't return that one. And another kill, that one by Stewart. Vera back to serve for set point at 24-11. Sierra Anderson fields it. Kenna Campbell has her tip blocked at the net by Stewart. And the first set goes to the Bayard Tigers, 25-11.
Putting burgers on the grill and cheese on burgers doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of smart farmers making smart decisions all along the way. We're committed, along with our dealers, to delivering the hay tools and all the other equipment you need to get the job done right. New Holland.
Grocery Mart is your full-service grocery store with that personal hometown atmosphere right there in downtown Gordon. Accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all your accounting and tax needs and a whole lot more. Give her a call at 282-0842, or you can stop by her office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. And remember, it pays to have an accountant on your side. And Essence provides beautiful fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion, as well as a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including reclaimed metal products like letters and mirrors, as well as Bam Jam all-natural bamboo speakers for your cell phone or iPod. No wires and no batteries. Essence is located at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. And the First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Ready to get this second set underway. The Mustangs trying to right the ship here as they trail at 1-0. Ready to get things underway is Avery Kildow, and she's on the serve for the Bayard Tigers. Gets it underway and long. Mustangs out in the lead at 1-0 after the service error that time by Kildow. Kenna Campbell now back to serve for the Mustangs. Got a smile on her face and ready to go here. Campbell's serve might have been long, fielded by Fiskus, and that one's going to fall harmlessly to the floor. The Mustangs now lead it 2-0 here in the second set. The Mustangs already out to a much quicker start than in the first set. Kildow with the set. And a good job that time by Keeley Campbell, but Kylie Stewart gets another kill that time. And onto the board are the Bayard Tigers. They now trail it 2-1. And Stewart with the serve, and that one is long. So 2 serves for the Bayard Tigers, both of them beyond the end line. And the Mustangs lead it 3-1. Josie Perez now to serve it up for the Mustangs. Gets the call from Coach Campbell where she wants that serve placed. Campbell into the net. I'm sure that's not quite what Coach Campbell had in mind. 3-2, 1-point Mustang lead. Fiskus in and Mormon out of the game for the Tigers. As Doremus now steps back to serve, wearing that tan-colored libero jersey for the Bayard Tigers. Fielded by Sassy, set up by Kenna Campbell. Friesman sends it back to Doremus. She digs it out. Kildow with the set. Vera with the attack, but blocked at the net by the Mustangs. Quick tip across. Mustangs able to get it over. Friesman with the attack and the kill! Off of Vera and out of bounds. Shania Friesman with the kill that time, and 4-2, it's a 2-point Mustang lead. Carly Hinn will step back now to serve it up for Gordon-Rushville. So the Mustangs showing signs of life here in the second set. Doremus fields it. Kildow, this is Fiskus. Sends it up to the net and popped out of there and falls to the floor. Ashton Sassy on the joust, reached out and got a piece of it, but nobody home where it found the floor, and it's 4-3. Mustangs' lead has been cut to just 1. Lauren Peterson now to serve it up for Bayard. Peterson finds the inside of the back line that time, and we are tied at 4. Bayard trying to serve it deep here in this second set, and they finally found the end line with that one. Tied at 4, second set. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Keely Campbell on the attack, and Bayard not going to be able to return that one. And the Mustangs back in front by 1 at 5-4. Looking a whole lot better here in the second set. Keely Campbell decides to try that one again. And she hits it into the net. Something wasn't right. She couldn't quite figure it out. Keely will come out. Sierra Anderson into the game now for the Mustangs, and we are tied at 5. Back to serve is Maya Vera for the Bayard Tigers. Good serve by Vera up at the net. Blocked back across by Kenna Campbell. Kept alive by the Tigers and in the net, and it's a Mustang point. And they lead it 6-5. Good job that time at the net by Kenna Campbell. And Shania Friesman back to serve. Friesman's serve is well beyond the end line, and we're tied at 6. So Fiskus back to serve it up for the Bayard Tigers, tied at 6 in the second set. Shania Friesman, not a good pass that time on the serve receive, but the Mustangs get it over. And here's a tip try by Bayard. Now Sierra Anderson tips it over. Kildow will set it up. And there is another kill by Kylie Stewart. The freshman knows what to do with it when you set it up for her there, and she knocks another one down. It's 7-6, Bayard's first lead of the second set. They lead it 1-0. Fiskus punches that one across. Kenna Campbell with a quick tip. That's going to throw the Tigers out of sync. Kenna sets this one up. Ashton Sassy on the attack and down. Give one to Ashton Sassy that time. She knocks that one down. We're tied at 7. Now Sassy will step back to serve it up for the Mustangs. High serve, back line, fielded by Vera. Kildow in the middle for Mormon. And there's Sassy again. Campbell for Hinn, big swing. Blocked back across. Sierra Anderson and the Mustangs going to be called for a lift here as they got a little bit out of sync that time after the block. And now it's an 8-7 Bayard lead. Good competitive second set here. Bayard leads it 1-0. And they lead this one 8-7. Friesman with the dig. Kenna Campbell sets it up for Josie Perez. Perez, sharp angle, comes across, dug out by Stewart. They'll set Stewart again, and her attack is long. Beyond the end line, we're tied at 8. Anderson out, Keely Campbell in. And Kenna Campbell back to serve for the Mustangs. Tied at 8 in the second set. Deep corner that time for Doremus. They send it across on 2, and Carly Hinn with the tip try that time. Peterson sets it up. And now the Mustangs will go to work. Josie Perez sends that one across. Doremus digs another one out. And here's Keely Campbell with the swing. And Bayard manages to get that one back across. Quick tip by Campbell again. And there's a big swing by Stewart at the net. Mustangs refusing to go away. Here's Josie Perez, and she got too much of that one in the net and down. And another Bayard point. It's now 9-8. Good rally that time by both teams. 1-point Bayard lead here in the second set. Sassy picks up that serve. Josie Perez, sharp angle. Peterson with the dig. Doremus pops it up. And Stewart, her attack is long. We're tied at 9. Josie Perez on the serve. Dug out by Vera. They'll set her at the net. Tip try. Keely Campbell with the set in the middle for Carly Hinn. Big swing, back line, good. Mustangs back on top, 10-9. Carly Hinn knew exactly where she was going with that one. Found the end line and puts the Mustangs back in front by 1. Perez, deep serve, fielded by Doremus. They'll set it up for Mormon. And around the block and down, just off of Shania Friesman's left arm, and finds the floor for the Bayard point. We are tied at 10. So Doremus with the serve. High serve, fielded by Sassy. Kenna Campbell, not a good set, but blocked by Keely Campbell. Comes back over on the Mustang side. Kenna sends it to the back corner. Doremus is there to dig it out. Kildow in the middle for Fiskus, tips it over the blockers. And Mustangs with an error again, and they'll send it back over to the Bayard Tigers, who now lead it 11-10. Good, close volleyball here in the second set. Doremus with the serve. Ashton Sassy digs it out. Hinn in the middle. Big swing. Good. Another kill for Carly Hinn. That's 2 in this set, and we are tied at 11. Now Carly will step back to serve it up for the Mustangs. And dug out by Stewart. They'll set it for Vera over the net, but the Mustangs set that one up easily. Here's Friesman with the big swing. Doremus is there again, quickly tipped over the net. Here's Keely Campbell setting it up, and this is Josie Perez, and that's the second one she's put into the net here this evening. Just a little bit out of sync, and it's back to a 1-point Bayard Tiger lead at 12-11. It has been close the whole way. Neither team has led by more than 1 in this second set. Peterson's serve comes over. That's fielded by Perez. Keely Campbell right side. Off of Stewart and out of bounds. There's a kill for Keely Campbell. And we are knotted at 12. Now Keely Campbell steps back to serve it up for the Mustangs. Keely drops that one in. Kildow with a quick tip, blocked back across by Friesman. Sets it up for Vera, and that one is off of a Mustang. I think it was Friesman, and out of bounds. Anderson will come in for Keely Campbell. Bayard ahead by 1, 13-12, and Maya Vera back to serve for Bayard. Kenna Campbell with a quick tip, and a kill. Kenna Campbell finds the floor with that one. She's tried that a few times, a big wide open space that time. We are tied at 13. Shania Friesman to serve it up for the Mustangs. There's Doremus with the dig. They'll set it up for Fiskus, tips it over to the blockers. And Sierra Anderson sends it back to Vera. Kildow for Stewart, big swing and out of bounds off the Mustang blocker. And a point for the Bayard Tigers. They now lead it 14-13. Mormon in and Doremus out as Fiskus now back to serve for Bayard. Good dig that time by Friesman. Tight to the net. Ashton Sassy with the kill. She was able to get up and get at that one. She didn't have much room to work. Went sharp angle with it and gets it to fall. And now Ashton steps back to serve, and we are tied at 14. Fielded by Vera. Kildow sets it up for Stewart. Tips it over the blockers. Anderson is there. Kenna Campbell with the quick hitter. That one's going to fall out of bounds. Mustang point. And the Mustangs now, after 2 straight points, now lead it by 1 at 15-14. Again, neither team has led by more than 1 in this second set. Doremus fields it. Kildow in the middle for Mormon. That's set up by Friesman. Kenna Campbell in the middle for Hinn, tips it over the blocker, dug out, sent across, and here's Ashton Sassy. Carly Hinn will send that one free across to Bayard. Peterson for Stewart, sends that one over the blocker and finds the open space on the floor. We are tied at 15. Trying to keep stats here, but the game is so good I've kind of forgotten, and so statistics aren't going to mean much when we get to the end of the match. As there's a good serve. Here's Carly Hinn. Big swing off Doremus and down. Mustangs back ahead by 1 at 16-15. I do know that's Carly Hinn's third kill of the second set. Now Kenna Campbell to serve. Mustangs by 1 at 16-15. Doremus fields it. And there's Stewart again off the block and down. Kylie Stewart, the freshman, is definitely a talent for these Bayard Tigers. Doing a great job this evening, and she's back there to serve it up. Here's Kenna Campbell setting it up in the middle for Carly Hinn. Big swing. Dug out by Stewart. Now they're having trouble getting it across. They won't get it there. And the Mustangs lead it 17-16. Josie Perez back to serve. Doremus with the dig. Kildow. And there's the tip by Friesman and down. And the Mustangs with the biggest lead of the game at 18-16. Friesman went up and dropped that one right down, and now the scorekeeper has given that, or what did we do? I missed a signal somewhere. They gave that point to Bayard. Not sure if Shania was in the net. We're tied at 17. So just when the Mustangs thought they had opened up a little space, Shania Friesman comes right back and knocks that one down. That was a no-doubter down the line, and the Mustangs ahead now 18-17. Carly Hinn will, and now we've got a question mark here over at the scorer's table as the official now going to take a look at the Mustang lineup, I believe. Not sure what the hang-up is here, but apparently they've got it figured out. And we are ready to get back to volleyball action. Mustangs by 1, second set, 18-17. Mustangs by 1. They trail 1-0 in the match. Carly Hinn serves this one down the right side. Kildow sets it up for Vera. That one's popped up by the Mustangs, and here's Friesman just over the net and down. Friesman starting to assert herself here as we head towards the later stages of the third set. Mustangs now with their biggest lead of the game at 19-17. First lead of the game of 2 points by either team. Carly Hinn sends it across. Dug out by Peterson. Kildow in the middle for Fiskus. And down. Mustangs with the big block. They lead it by 3, 20-17. And a timeout going to be called by Bayard. Mustangs out in front here in the second set. They lead it 20-17. Husker Auto Parts is your local CarQuest dealer, offering a wide selection of CarQuest parts and CarQuest accessories. Stop in at 221 North Main Street in Gordon and ask about their fall bulk oil sale. We'll see if we can try out some of these, some of the tweets that we're getting here. Glad to see we've got some Twitter followers here with us this evening. Just a few of them. We'll try and share those again as we get going. Now back to volleyball action as the Mustangs out in front here, 20-17 in the second set. Finally trying to get a little bit of separation here. Carly Hinn with the serve. Back row for Peterson. Kildow sets it up. Vera pops it over the blocker, but dug out by Friesman. Kenna Campbell in the middle for Sassy, and it is wide. Didn't get much of an indication from the line judge as that attack is wide, and it's 20-18. Everybody confused on that one as now Bayard rotates, and this will be Lauren Peterson back to serve. 2-point lead for the Mustangs at 20-18. They'll set it up. Keely Campbell sends that one across. Doremus digs it out. Here's Vera from the left side. Kenna Campbell for Friesman. Big swing. Back row, but dug out by Stewart. They send it back to Stewart. She'll send the free ball across. Hinn, Kenna Campbell sets it up in the middle. Ashton Sassy blocked. Big block that time in the middle by Fiskus. All by herself, and she got it done. And it's back to a 1-point game, 20-19. Mustangs lead cut to just 1. Lauren Peterson to serve for the Bayard Tigers. And now we've got a timeout on the floor called by Coach Kim Campbell. Mustangs lead it by 1, 20-19. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company offering all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And it's that time of year. Get out and winterize your home and yard before it's too late. Buck and the gang at True Value of Gordon have everything you'll need. That's at True Value in downtown Gordon. Second set action. Mustangs lead it by 1, 20-19. Lauren Peterson to serve for Bayard. It's been tight the whole way here in the second set. Mustangs led by as many as 3. But 2 points in a row here by Bayard has got them back within 1. Carly Hinn, not a good serve receive that time, but the Mustangs get bailed out. In the middle for Fiskus. Her attack is long and out of bounds. Mustangs lead it 21-19. Back to a 2-point lead, and Keely Campbell to serve for the Mustangs. So glad to have you all with us here this evening. Good crowd on hand looking at the statistics. Makes it a whole lot of fun when we know we've got folks here watching with us. Kildow's going to have to send that free ball across. Kenna Campbell with the quick tip to the deep corner. Kildow to Vera. That one's tipped by a blocker. Kenna Campbell sets it up, and now Keely Campbell going to have to send a free ball across. Vera, Kildow, back to Vera on the attack, tips it over. Keely Campbell that time with a good save. Ashton Sassy tips it across, and now Bayard back to work. Fiskus with the tip. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Here's Friesman. Back to Stewart. Kildow across for Vera. Over the blockers. Friesman, big swing, back row. And there's Doremus to save it again. And that one somehow comes across to the Mustang side. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Josie Perez, back corner. That's Stewart digging it out. Kildow across to Vera. Free ball across for the Mustangs. Hinn up to Campbell. Campbell sets it up in the middle for Sassy, and her attack is long. She airmailed that one, got underneath of it, and sends it beyond the end line. 21-20, Mustangs lead is cut back to 1. Sierra Anderson into the back row now for Keely Campbell. Maya Vera back to serve for Bayard. Carly Hinn with the dig. Mustangs get bailed out. Here's Kenna Campbell, sets it up. Big swing, Friesman straight down to the floor. Shania Friesman with the kill. 22-20, Mustangs back up by 2. Shania Friesman with 4 kills here in the second set, as she's come alive here in the second half of this set and has really helped the Mustangs out. Now she'll serve it up. The jump serve just clears the net, dug out by Doremus. Here's Fiskus. She'll have to set it over to the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Josie Perez across. One-handed save by Vera that time, and Fiskus sends the free ball across. Sierra Anderson, Carly Hinn. Josie Perez, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And Josie, shaking her head, just caught the top of the net and falls into the open space. And she'll take it. She's had a hard time this evening getting her attacks to fall. Mustangs now lead at 23-20. Shania Friesman with a good serve. Kildow across to Stewart, in the net and down. Mustangs now with set point. Stewart's attack that time in the net. She got preoccupied by the big block being put up there, and the Mustangs with a chance to tie this at 1 set apiece. Shania Friesman, good serve. Back across to the Mustangs. They'll set it up on offense. Kenna Campbell, Josie Perez on the attack. Doremus with the dig. Kildow sets it up for Stewart. That's off the block of Kenna Campbell and down. And the Bayard Tigers not done yet. 5th kill of the set for Stewart. And now Fiskus back to serve. 24-21 Mustangs. Another set point for Gordon-Rushville. Anderson with the dig. Kenna Campbell tight to the net. Joust there by Ashton Sassy. They'll send it back corner. Fiskus with the save. Vera sends it across. Hinn. Kenna Campbell. Josie Perez on the attack. Down the line. That is a Mustang winner. They take the second set. 25-21. And after 2 sets, we are tied at 1 set apiece. Bayard 1 and Gordon-Rushville 1 will head to the 3rd set. Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang football. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods.
In Denver receiving treatment. Now she is able to travel back to Denver monthly for treatment and to take chemo and medication at home. She is excited to be starting school back at Cedar Canyon Elementary part-time this week. Ashlyn is the daughter of Dan and Becky Fitz. She also has a 9-year-old sister, Erin, who also attends Cedar Canyon, and a 2-year-old brother, Colby. Ashlyn is a cousin to our Bayard volleyball player, Emily Dorimas. The second individual is Lily Martin. Lily is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jacob Martin. Mr. Martin is a history teacher at Bayard High School. Lily also has ALL and was diagnosed on May 1st, 2014. She is in the maintenance phase of her treatment through July 2016. Lily takes oral chemo every day. Lily has 2 sisters, Callie, who is 7, and a student at Longfellow Elementary in Scottsbluff, and Paisley is 2 years old. Lily is receiving her treatment at Presbyterian St. Luke's in Denver. If you would like more information, Lily does have a Facebook page. It's called Lily's Biggest Battle Yet. September is Leukemia Lymphoma Awareness Month. The color for that is gold. So in honor of this, these brave young ladies, we would like to present them and their families with a gold volleyball. Please help us spread awareness for leukemia and lymphoma. Thank you.
Well, a couple of young ladies battling leukemia here in the Bayard area as they are recognized here between the 2nd and 3rd sets as the Bayard volleyball team presents them with gold volleyball for each of them, and a very great act of sportsmanship and community support here by the Bayard Tiger volleyball team. And so glad to see it, and we wish the very best to those 2 young ladies in their ongoing battle. A good reminder that there are a lot of things a lot more important in life than wins and losses and what happens on the volleyball court, and kind of helps you remember your place in this big old world. And so thanks a lot to the Bayard Tiger volleyball team for their community recognition here this evening of the 2 young ladies with leukemia. We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from the start of the 3rd set. We are tied at 1 set apiece here between the Bayard Tigers and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Again, make sure that you join us tomorrow night as the Gordon-Rushville Mustang football team will be on the road. They're 2-0, and they'll be taking on the Bridgeport Bulldogs in what will be their toughest test of the season so far, as Bridgeport came within 3 points of knocking off number 8 Chase County last week. So the Mustangs will have their hands full. And we are ready to start the third set. Tied at 1 set apiece. Kenna Campbell ready to get things underway for the Mustangs. Kenna puts it into play, and away we go, and an ace serve. Way to start it off for Kenna Campbell, her ace of the night, and the first one by the Mustangs here this evening. Perfectly placed between Peterson and Vera in that back row, and the Mustangs lead it 1-0. Kenna Campbell heads for the back line again, but that one is long, and we're tied at 1. And we got the Gordon-Rushville Junior High Mustang football team here lending their weight to the cheering section now, as they had a battle down here with the Bayard Tigers, and there's a kill by Keely Campbell, and the Mustangs back in front. Keely Campbell with a big swing through the blocker and down. And now Josie Perez serves it up with the Mustangs leading 2-1. Keldau in the middle for Mormon. Her attack dugout in the middle for Hinn, and just misses the back corner. Carly Hinn tried to drop it right in the back corner and just a little bit long. We are tied at 2 here in the third set. So Mormon out, and Doremus back to serve. Shania Friesman fields that one, sends it all the way across. Bayard back to work. This is Vera, sharp angle shot on the line, and good. And now a Bayard 3-2 1-point lead. Doremus will serve it up again. Ashton Sassy digs it out, set it up for Friesman. Big swing down the line, good. Shania Friesman picking up where she left off at the end of that second set. Gets the kill to tie it at 3. And Carly Hinn steps back to serve for Gordon-Rushville. Dug out by Stewart, but not well enough. It falls to the floor. We're going to call that an ace serve for Carly Hinn. Unreturned that time by Kylie Stewart. And the Mustangs lead it 4-3. Hinn to serve it again. Doremus, that's another ace for Carly. Carly with 2 in a row, as Doremus couldn't get underneath that one, sent it underneath the net. 5-3, the Mustangs lead it by 2. Doremus gets onto this one this time, sets it up for Vera. She has to punch it across at a bad angle, can't get it there. And another Mustang point, it's 6-3. So the Mustangs started the season out as about as tough as they can. I think they faced one of the toughest teams that they will face all season long in the Sheridan Cardinals. And it's taken them a little time to shake that off, as here's an attack by Vera that's long beyond the end line. And it's now 7-3 Mustangs. They played a really good second set against Sheridan. And that's what they've been trying to build on over the last few weeks. And after a tough first set here, they're looking like they're starting to put it together. 7-3, Carly Hinn with the serve. They'll set it up in the middle for Fiskus. Blocked across. That is Ashton Sassy at the net that time with the block, and it's 8-3. Mustangs timeout called on the floor. Bayard Tigers trail this one 8-3 in the third set. Come bank with the best. Bank of the West offers all banking services, including mortgages. Come enjoy our welcoming atmosphere. The coffee pot is always on at the Bank of the West in Gordon. And Hinn's Home Furnishings invites you to come and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily. They have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. And even if you don't see what you're looking for, they can get it for you. They also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. Back to volleyball action. Mustangs out in front, 8-3 in the third set. Carly Hinn with the serve. Good serve by Carly that time. Keldau sets it up And a free ball back across to the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell sets it up for Sassy in the middle, off the block of Fiskus and down. Ashton Sassy with a good swing that time. Tooled the block of Fiskus and finds the floor. It's 9-3 Mustangs, finding some confidence as they work their way through the second set. Hinn sends this one deep. Not played well by Doremus that time as Vera sends the free ball across. Friesman, left side, big swing. Dug out nicely by Doremus that time. Fiskus sends that one to the back line and just long. Just beyond the end line that time. Mustangs get another point, and it's 10-3. It would have been a great place for a hometown call, but the line judge called it out. 10-3 Mustangs. Kildow sets it up for Vera. Off the block and dug out by the Mustangs. Set it up for Friesman again. And on the line, another Mustang winner. Friesman doing a great job here. Started about midway through that second set. She's really come to life. Mustangs lead at 11-3. Carly Hinn, deep serve that time. Fielded by Stewart and have to be another. No, it won't be a free ball as Stewart gets a lot on that one. Back row attack by Josie Perez and in the net again. 11-4, they break the streak. And now back to serve is Lauren Peterson for the Bayard Tigers. Josie Perez digs it out. Kenna Campbell sets it up for Friesman. Big swing off the block and down. Shania Friesman doing it again. 12-4. The Mustangs lead it by 8. Keely Campbell back to serve. And now we got a new player into the game. This is Shaylee Peterson. She's going to come in to replace Fiskus in the front row. So Peterson's sisters, Shaylee and Lauren, both into the game now for the Bayard Tigers. Keely Campbell sends this one across, fielded by Stewart. Lauren Peterson, and now they'll send it across. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Shania Friesman, and just a little too much of that one. Trying to get it down between the block and the net, and hits it into the net that time. It's 12-5. Keely Campbell out. Sierra Anderson in for the Mustangs, and Maya Vera back to serve for the Tigers. Sierra Anderson sends it up to the net. Big swing and wide. Teed it up perfectly that time. I think that was Stewart. The big swing, but sent it wide. The Mustangs lead it 13-5. Shania Friesman will put that jump serve to work now. And that is long. 13-6, the lead is back to 7. Now Mormon back into the game for Doremus. And this will be Shaylee Peterson back to serve for Bayard. Fielded by Hinn. Kenna Campbell, quick tip. And there's Vera to dig it out. Stewart with the tip. Mustangs get it tipped back across. Kildow sets it up. Stewart, big swing, and off of Hinn and long, or out of bounds, excuse me. And another kill that time for Kylie Stewart, her first of the third set. It's 13-7. Tigers trying to chip away at that lead. And that serve perfectly placed right between two Mustangs, Friesman and Anderson, and on the back line. And the Tigers, after trailing by 8, now trail by 5 at 13-8. Peterson's serve drops in, but Hinn is there, and there's a good attack that time by Perez. And mishit that time, miscommunication between Vera and Shaylee Peterson. Falls to the floor. Mustangs get the point at 14-8. Ashton Sassy now back to serve it up. Ashton with a turned ankle early on in that match against Shadron. Good to see her back in action here as this serve is returned across. Mustangs have to send the free ball across, and that's Sassy. Punched across this time. Friesman pops it up. Kenna Campbell sets it in the middle for Hinn, and dug out by Vera. They'll set Stewart left side off the block. There's Anderson to dig it out. Left side for Perez, dug by Doremus. Stewart, free ball across, dug out by Friesman. They'll set it for Perez, big swing, and long. Perez having a tough go of it here this evening. It's 14-9. Some nights are like that. But the Mustangs still hanging on to a 5-point lead here. Dug out by Sassy nicely in the middle for Hinn. and down. Big swing by Carly Hinn, finds the floor. 4 kills for Carly on the evening. Keely Campbell in for Sierra Anderson in that front row. Kenna Campbell back to serve. And the Mustangs back to the beginning of that rotation. 15-9 Mustangs. Good serve by Kenna Campbell that time. Mormon tips it over, and the Mustangs will send it across. That's Friesman with the kill from the back row. Shania Friesman making it look easy. And it's 16-9, the lead back to 7 for the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell puts it back in play. Dug by Vera, Kildow to Lauren Peterson. That one set up by Kenna Campbell. Carly Hinn with the awkward shot across. That one's tight to the net, joust at the net, popped up by Hinn. Kenna Campbell gets it to Perez. And a tip battle at the net, and that one is going to come down in favor of the Bayard Tigers. You miss a beat and everything gets away from you here. It's 16-10. Bayard with the point. Stewart with the serve. Ashton Sassy, they'll set it up. This is Keely Campbell sending the free ball across. That one would have been long, I believe. Vera, now Kildow sends it across. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Keely Campbell back to Doremus. Stewart from the back row, off the block of Hinn and down. Well played that time by Kylie Stewart, and we've got a 5-point game, 16-11. Mustangs lead it by 5. Timeout on the floor as Coach Campbell wants to talk this one over. We'll take the timeout with her. Mustangs lead it 16-11 here in the third set, tied at 1 set apiece.
New Holland Smart means building versatility into our products so you have what you need when you need it. It's producing the industry's leading grain quality with the highest capacity and best operating efficiency, allowing you to work smarter with a healthier bottom line. Smart means being the clean energy leader so you can feel confident that your equipment is delivering the most power in the most sustainable way. That's New Holland Smart.
Third set action. It's been tight for much of these second and third sets. Mustangs lead this one by 5 at 16-11. They led by as many as 8 here in this third set. Shania Friesman digs out that serve. Keely Campbell punches it across. Here's Vera at the net, and nobody there to pick up the tip. We're back within 4 at 16-12. Mustangs leads just continues to dwindle. Tigers have cut it in half. 16-12 Bayard, and that serve received by Ashton Sassy back up into the bleachers, and we got us a 3-point game at 16-13. Couple of good serves here by Kylie Stewart. That one, though, is in the net, and so the streak is broken. Mustangs now lead it by 4 at 17-13. Josie Perez to serve for the Mustangs. Doremus with the dig. Kildow sets it up in the middle. That's Mormon off the blocker. And now a free ball by the Mustangs. Not going to have the distance. And it's now 17-14. And so the Mustangs came out playing about as good as they could play to start this third set. Now they've cooled off a bit. They lead at 17-14, though, as Doremus now drops back to serve it up for the Bayard Tigers. Dug out by Perez in the middle for Hinn. Stewart is there. Kildow in the middle for Fiskus. Now Perez, Kenna Campbell, Shania Friesman off the blocker. And that one is going to fall to the net, or fall to the floor. Thought Keely Campbell might have got in the net for the Mustangs, but it is a Mustang point. They lead it 18-14. Carly Hinn to serve. Doremus digs it out. Kildow. This is Vera on the attack. In the middle for Ashton Sassy. In the net and down on the Mustangs side for a Bayard Tiger point. It's 18-15. Mustangs lead it by 3. Lauren Peterson now back to serve for Bayard. Josie Perez with a dig. Shania Friesman on the attack, dug out by Stewart that time, and now not a good pass, and that one's going to be a Mustang point. 19-15, the lead is back to 4. So the Mustangs inching closer to that 25-point mark. Keely Campbell with the serve, dug out by Peterson. Across, Vera on the attack, and in the net, Mustangs 20-15. So they weathered the Bayard Tigers storm, and now they're trying to stretch that lead back out. They lead it by 5. And the Mustang JVs on the far side of the arena cheering, as you can see in the background. This is Fiskus off the block and down off of Josie Perez. As the Tigers get one back, it's 20-16. Maya Vera now back to serve for Bayard. Carly Hinn digs that one out. Kenna Campbell. Miscommunication by the Mustangs that time, and in the net. 20-17, the lead is cut to just 3. Vera drops that one in, fielded by Anderson. Shania Friesman with the swing, and they're going to say it didn't catch the blocker. It was all on the tape. And now that lead of 8 has dwindled to just 2. 20-18, the Mustangs by 2. Josie Perez, good quick tip that time by Kenna Campbell. Attack that time by Vera, and they're going to say that is a back row attack, I believe, by Stewart. And it is a Mustang point, not a back row attack. Not sure what the call was, but it results in a Mustang point. It's 21-18. Mustangs by 3. Shania Friesman, jump serve, good serve. Peterson fields it. Stewart sets it up. Fiskus tips it across. Hinn, Kenna Campbell, Josie Perez on the attack, and down! Josie Perez finds the floor with that one. She's had a rough go of it this evening, just her second kill of the night. That was a no-doubter, though. Mustangs lead it by 4 at 22-18, and we've got a timeout on the floor called by the Bayard Tigers. Come see the professional staff at Gordon Vision Center for all your vision needs. Whether you just need a routine checkup or you're not seeing as well as you used to, they can get you back to 20/20 in no time. And we got a few more tweets here. We'll try and send those your way here if we can get everything to work fast enough as we are in this timeout. And this game is brought to you by Agent Bob Alcorn of State Farm Insurance. Bob specializes in farm and ranch insurance, and you can find him 127 North Main Street in downtown Gordon. 22-18, Mustangs lead it here in the third set. Tied at 1 set apiece. Dug by Vera. Kildow with a set. Stewart with the attack, and she goes down the line for the winner. 22-19, the lead is just 3 for the Mustangs. Gordon-Rushville's led this third set the whole way. Fiskus back to serve. And that one is well short. Mustangs creeping ever closer, 23-19, 2 points away from taking this third set. Ashton Sassy back to serve it up for the Mustangs. Not showing any ill effects after the sprained ankle in the first set of the Sheridan game a week ago. And Sassy's serve is well short, 23-20. And the one thing that the Mustangs have really cut down on since that first set has been unforced errors. Been the real difference. Ashton Sassy doesn't field that one cleanly, and not going to be returned at all by the Mustangs. Back to a 2-point game, 23-21. Avery Kildow on the serve. Ashton Sassy doesn't field that one cleanly, and it's back to 1. Mustangs led by as many as 8. They now lead it by just a single point at 23-22. And timeout called on the floor by the Mustangs. They lead at 23-22. Third set action. Grocery Mart is your full-service grocery store with that personal hometown atmosphere in downtown Gordon. And accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all your accounting and tax needs and a whole lot more. Give her a call at 282-0842, or you can stop by and see her in person at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. And it pays to have an accountant on your side. Third set action doesn't get much closer than this. A one-point game, 23-22. Mustangs lead it by just a single point. Avery Kildow with the serve for the Bayard Tigers. The officials have the lineup checks done, and we are ready to get back to third set action. Kildow's serve, dug out by Friesman. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Josie Perez drops it in there. Good dig by DeRemus. The quick attack across. Kenna Campbell. Josie Perez sends it long, dug out by DeRemus. They'll set it for Stewart this time, and that one is wide. Her attack is wide. The Mustangs now with set point. They lead it 24-22. Mustangs have led the whole way. Keely Campbell in, Sierra Anderson out. Campbell in to play the front row. Kenna Campbell with the serve for the set. Kildow with the set. This is Stewart on the attack. And Carly Hinn with the excuse me pass across the net, finds the floor and the kill, and the Mustangs take the third set. They've come back from down 1-0. They've taken the last two, 25-22, and they lead it 2-1.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products. Renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you.
Gordon Superfoods is proud to sponsor Gordon-Rushville Mustang. Superfoods is a full-service grocery store that carries anything you might need. Check out the full-service meat department or satisfy your sweet tooth at the Sandhills Bakery. They have tons of great deals weekly, and if you don't have a rewards card, be sure to get one today. Good luck, Mustangs, from Gordon Superfoods. So still time to get those tweets in. We've got Kirsten Hinn watching from Lincoln this evening, among others. If you would like to participate, shout out a Twitter, including the handle at SC Journal Star. And we'll pick that up and put it onto the rotating ticker here as we go through the remainder of this match. Mustangs lead this one 2-1. As we head to the fourth set, Mustangs looked anything but sharp as they came out in the first set here this evening. They've really righted the ship, though, in the second and third sets as they led the third set wire to wire. They made it a little more interesting at the end than they really would have liked. But nevertheless, they come away with the third set victory, and they now lead it 2-1. The Bayard Tigers will have the serve to start this fourth set. That is Avery Kildow. We got the go-ahead and ready to get the fourth set underway. High looping serve. Kenna Campbell pops it up. Carly Hinn with the attack, but dug out. Here's Stewart, dug out by the Mustangs. Quick tip by Kenna Campbell, gets it to fall as it eats up the Bayard Tiger defender, and the Mustangs quickly out to the 1-0 lead. Kenna Campbell now back to serve for the Mustangs. Her serve fielded by Vera. Kildow in the middle for Mormon, and Friesman can't handle that one. We are tied at 1. Tied at 1 here in the fourth set. Stewart's serve just barely clears the net. Mustangs will have to send the free ball over. That's Kenny Campbell, and it falls right in front of Fiskus for the score. Give one more to Campbell, and now Josie Perez with the serve. That one is long. Fiskus fields that one. Kildow sets it up. This is Vera on the attack. Blocked by the Mustangs. Carly Hinn and Keely Campbell at the net that time. And the Mustangs lead it 3-1. Josie Perez with the serve. Fiskus deep back line. And a free ball across by Vera. Kenna Campbell sets it up in the middle for Carly Hinn. A little tight to the net. Not a great serve that time. And it's going to fall on the Mustang side for a Tiger point. It's 3-2. Set got away just a little bit too close to the net that time, and not much that Carly could do with it. And now we've got Doremus, the libero, back to serve for the Tigers. Ashton Sassy fields it. He'll set it up for Friesman. Drops it over the blocker, but Vera is there to dig it out. Lauren Peterson is there with the attack, and the Mustangs will send the free ball across to the back corner for the winner. Kenna Campbell found the open spot. That's what you do on a free ball when you're in trouble. You send it to the back deep corner and hope they can't get to it in time, and that's exactly what happened. Mustangs lead it 4-2. Carly Hinn with the serve. Doremus digs it out. They'll set it back to Stewart out of the back row. She finds the line and trims the lead to 1 at 4-3. So Lauren Peterson serving for the Tigers. Josie Perez now to Friesman. Friesman's attacked and blocked at the net by Sassy. Fiskus with the attack. Now Keely Campbell, she'll set it up. This is Friesman on the attack and down. Shania Friesman with authority. That is 9 kills in the match for Shania. 5-3 Mustangs. Keely Campbell to serve. Well, the Mustangs have looked like a whole different team after that first set. Playing some pretty good volleyball here as we work our way through the 4th set now. And there's Kenna Campbell. Stewart kept that one up, but Doremus couldn't do anything with it. It's 6-3 Mustangs. And the Mustang players trying to get the attention of the ref as Kenna Campbell was tying her shoe, but to no avail. But she's got it, and we are back to business here. Kenna Campbell tips it out of the net and digs that one out, and then it falls to the floor. One of the rare lapses in concentration by the Mustangs after the first set, and it's 6-4 now. Mustangs lead it by 2. This is Maya Vera back to serve for Bayard. Carly Hinn digs it out. Kenna Campbell, Shania Friesman on the attack, and down. Shania with another one. Shania looking almost unstoppable here as we've worked our way through the later stages of this match. Fiskus with a good block that time by Perez. Now they'll set it up for Fiskus again, and this time she'll try and tip it over the blocker, and then tips it right back into the net and down for another Mustang point. It's 8-4. Good serve that time. And Stewart has to play the free ball across. Kenna Campbell punches that one over. Doremus can't handle it. Another Mustang point, 9-4. Looking at our Twitter feed, good to have Charla Roth on board with us here, watching tonight's action. And another timeout called by Bayard as the Mustangs lead it by 5 at 9-4. Essence provides beautiful fresh-cut flower arrangements for any occasion, as well as a great selection of fine wines and gift items, including reclaimed metal products like letters and mirrors, as well as Bam Jam all-natural bamboo speakers for your cell phone or iPad with no wires and no batteries. Essence is located at 117 North Main Street in Gordon. And the First National Bank proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. And that is a long time, folks. Congratulations to the First National Bank. Mustangs back to work here as they lead it 9-4. Shania Friesman with the serve. Here in the fourth set, Mustangs lead it 2-1. And now we've got a little bit of housekeeping as the Tigers clean up a spot on their side of the floor. So 9-4, Shania Friesman with the serve. Good jump serve deep to Peterson. Kildow, Stewart with the attack. Now here's Kenna Campbell, sets it up. This is Perez on the attack, dug out by Vera. Across to Stewart, blocked that time, but out of bounds by Kenna Campbell. And it is a point for the Bayard Tigers. 9-5. As now Doremus comes out and Mormon back into the front row. Fiskus to serve. Carly Hinn digs it. Kenna Campbell for Perez. That one's deep to Vera. Here's Stewart over the blockers, but dug out by Hinn. In the middle for Sassy. Big swing on the line. Another point for the Mustangs, 10-5. Ashton got all of that one, and now she'll step back to serve it up. Just over the net and good for the ace. Just barely cleared the net with that one. And that is Ashton's first ace of the night, the fifth for the Mustangs. Sends this one a little bit deeper, and it's fielded by Peterson. Across to Stewart on the attack, off of Sassy to the back wall, and down for a Bayard Tiger point. It's now 11-6. And Avery Kildow will step back to serve for the Tigers. High arcing serve, dug by Anderson. In the middle for Carly Hinn, and she's in the net. And another Tiger point. 11-7, Mustangs lead it by 4. Friesman digs it out. They'll set it up for Perez. Dug out by Vera. Kildow in the middle for Mormon. Sierra Anderson. And that is Perez has it blocked back across. Anderson going to send this one across on the tip. They'll set it up for Peterson, and she beats the block and knocks it down. We haven't seen that much tonight. Big swing by Peterson, beats the double block of the Mustangs as they weren't able to close in time, and the Tigers back to within 3 at 11-8. And that one in the net. They give the point right back to the Mustangs, back to 4 at 12-8. Kenna Campbell to serve. Keely Campbell in, Sierra Anderson out. And back to the starting rotation for the Mustangs. And Kenna puts that one in the net. Makes it 12-9. So Kylie Stewart now to serve for the Bayard Tigers. Kenna Campbell sets it in the middle for Hinn. Big swing off of Stewart and down. 13-9 Mustangs. So Josie Perez to serve it up. They lead it by 4 here in the fourth set. Mustangs lead it 2-1. Doremus fields it. High set in the middle at the net. Joust won by Hinn. And a point for the Mustangs at 14-9. Josie Perez, good deep serve that time. Doremus pops it up. Stewart will have to send the free ball across. Josie Perez, Kenna Campbell in the middle for Hinn. Blocked right back across. That's Mormon with the big solo block that time. And sends it back to the Mustang side in a hurry. 14-10 is the score here in the fourth set. Doremus now, the libero, will serve it up for the Tigers. Sassy fields the serve. Kenna Campbell, Shania Friesman, dug out by Stewart. Set it for Vera, tips it over the blocker. Nice play that time by Kenna Campbell. Another tip try. Kenna sets this one behind her to Keely Campbell, and long. Keely, kind of an off-balance shot. Not sure she was ready for that set. And she sends it beyond the end line. 14-11. Mustangs lead it by 3. Ashton Sassy, good pass that time. Kenna Campbell, Shania Friesman with the drive off Doremus, and down for a Mustang point. Shania with those long arms can create a lot of leverage. She can put a lot of speed on that ball, and she did it that time. Sent that one sizzling toward Doremus, and she couldn't handle it. 15-11, Carly Hinn with the serve. They'll set it back row Stewart. The attack set by Perez. Here's Friesman again. Stewart with the dig. Keely Campbell sets it up in the middle for Sassy. Sassy, and that one is wide. Just outside the line going down the left side, and it's 15-12. Lauren Peterson to serve. Perez digs it out. Keely Campbell and Kenna Campbell sends this one across. Kildow for Vera in the net. Mustang point. Back to a 4-point lead, 16-12. Mustangs have kind of been hanging on to this 3- and 4-point lead for quite a while here, but every play gets them closer to closing this thing out. Doremus with the serve receive, and they'll have to send the free ball across that Stewart, and her shot is wide. And another point for the Mustangs. It's 17-12. Keely Campbell serves it up for the Mustangs. Just over the net. Good serve. Not handled well by Peterson. At the net. In the net. Mustang point. 18-12. They lead it by 6. And getting ever closer to match point. Keely Campbell, good serve. Stewart had trouble with it, and now have to be a free ball. That's not going to get across, and now everything that can possibly go wrong for the Bayard Tigers is. Mustangs lead it now 19-12, and now we've got a substitution as Lauren Peterson out, and into the game comes J.C. White, the sophomore, first time here this evening in varsity action. Keely Campbell, and they're gonna say Keely got jumped the gun a little bit as the official hadn't signaled everything ready for play. Keely just awfully excited to get this game finished. Something on TV she wants to watch when she gets home. 19-12 Mustangs. They lead it by 7. Keely Campbell puts it in play, and an ace serve! Keely Campbell. It was worth the wait. Keely's first ace of the night, and the 6th for the Mustangs. They now lead it 20-12. Keely drops another one over. Back to the net. Ashton Sassy slams that one down, but dug out by Doremus. They have to send it across. That's Fiskus. Keely Campbell, Kenna Campbell sets it up. Shania Friesman, big swing. Dug out by Stewart. Kildow in the middle. Fiskus knocked across by Ashton Sassy. Big block in the middle. 21-12 now the Mustangs. That lead has grown to 9. 4 points away from taking this match. Keely just clears the net. Another great serve, but dug out by Doremus. Vera tries the sharp angle. Mustangs have trouble with it. Nobody there. Yes, they are. Kenna Campbell somehow got to that ball and sent it across. Here's Vera on the attack. Dug out by Perez. Now Friesman on the attack. Change of pace. Over the blocker and down. Another kill for Shania Friesman. Not sure if that was intentional or if she just mistimed it, but the result was the same. Just whiffed it right over top of the blockers and down. 22-12. The Mustangs lead it by 10. And that one finally in the net. As a good string of serves that time by Keely Campbell as she'll head to the bench. And Anderson comes in to play the back row. Maya Vera to serve for the Bayard Tigers. Mustangs lead this one 22-13 in the fourth set. And that's an ace serve for Vera. Maya Vera puts that one over, and I believe that's her first ace of the evening. Makes it 22-14. High serve this time. Anderson. Kenna Campbell in the middle for Sassy on the tape and can't get that one across the net. It's 22-15. And you can tell by the body language of Sassy, nobody harder on Ashton than herself. And now we've got questions. Apparently they've been answered and ready to get the serve underway as Maya Vera back to do it again. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Shania Friesman with the tip. Defeats the block of Kildow and down. Shania Friesman with another one. "13 kills on the match for Shania Friesman, and the Mustangs now 2 points away as now Fiskus out and Shaylee Peterson back into the game now for the Bayard Tigers. 23-15, Shania Friesman will serve it for the Mustangs. 2 points away from match point here. Officials trying to make sure everything is correct. They've decided, well, they haven't decided anything. Still talking it over. Now they've got it straightened out. 23-15, Shania Friesman with the serve. Deep. Dug out and sent across by Kildow with the free ball. Carly Hinn sets it up. Kenna Campbell. Perez attack is long. 23-16. Mustangs having a hard time putting the Tigers away here as now Mormon back in. And now Shaylee Peterson going to give way to Fiskus, who will come in and serve it. Mustangs lead it by 7, 23-16. Carly Hinn with the dig. Kenna Campbell pops it up and Ashton Sassy sends the free ball across. Fiskus up to Kildow and across to Stewart. Back in that front row, there's Sierra Anderson. Kenna Campbell with a quick hitter, but Bayard is ready for it. Kenna sets it up again. This is Sassy in the middle. Big swing down the line. Good! And that'll bring up match point for the Mustangs. 24-16. Ashton Sassy back to serve it up for the Mustangs. Now the Mustang faithful across the way stand and clap. Match point here. Ashton Sassy puts it into play. Kildow sets it up in the middle for Mormon. Over the blockers, here's Kenna Campbell. Josie Perez with the attack. That is dug out by Doremus. Here's Stewart on the attack. Dug out. Mustangs somehow going to get it across, but just a little bit too far by Shania Friesman. Mustangs had trouble that time and couldn't finish it off. And it'll be another set point at 24-17. Kildow back to serve for the Bayard Tigers. Anderson with the dig. Kenna Campbell sets it up. Carly Hinn, big swing off Doremus and down. That is the match. Another Mustang winner. They take this one after a slow start, 3-1. Final scores 11-25, 25-21, 25-22, and 25-17. Mustangs did not trail in the last 2 sets of the match. So a good job by the Mustangs to right the ship after the season opening loss to the Sheridan Cardinals as they come back and take this one 3-1. We'll step aside and be back with a final wrap-up after this from Bayard as the Mustangs defeat the Bayard Tigers tonight 3-1.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
So the Mustangs close this one out. They defeat the Bayard Tigers this evening on Parents' Night, 3-1. Final scores in the match, 11-25, 25-21, 25-22, and 25-17. The stats admittedly were a mess. It was a game that was far too good and easy to get wrapped up unofficially, though, for the Mustangs. I've got Shania Friesman with 13 kills. Carly Hinn I've got with 5. Ashton Sassy with 3. Kenna Campbell with 3. Josie Perez with 2. And Keely Campbell with 3. Aces, 2 for Carly Hinn, 1 for Ashton Sassy, 2 for Kenna Campbell, and 1 for Keely Campbell. For the Bayard Tigers, I know that this is not right. I've got Kylie Stewart, the freshman, with 10 kills. I'm not sure I think she had to have had more than that, and there had to be more players with kills for the Bayard Tigers. Cassandra Mormon I had with 1, and Maya Vera with 1. 7 aces for the Bayard Tigers tonight by my count. Again, these are all unofficial stats. Kylie Stewart with 2, Avery Kildow with 2, Maya Vera with 2, and Emily Doremus with 1. Say thanks again to sponsors of tonight's action, and thanks to all of you who sent tweets our way. See if we've got any new ones here before we go. And we do. Kay Kruger watching. Glad to have her along with us as well here this evening. Say thanks again to our sponsors of tonight's action. The First National Bank of Gordon, Husker Auto Parts, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Bank of the West, Hins Home Furnishings, Gordon Vision Center, State Farm Insurance, Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, Essence, Gordon Superfoods, Modern Farm Equipment, Sides and Milburn Ford, and the Sheridan County Journal Star. And, of course, you can watch replays of our games on Great Plains Communications Channel 2. Here is the upcoming schedule for this week. You can take in the Gordon-Rushville season opener in the volleyball against Shadron, and then both of the Mustangs football games, both of those wins, of course, against Valentine and Kimball. Thanks again for joining us here from Bayard. Until tomorrow night, when we'll be bringing you the coverage of the Mustang football team as they travel to the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Thanks again for joining us. Clint Anderson saying we will see you tomorrow night on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net coverage of Mustang Volleyball 2015.